If you think this looks like a military operation, you'd be right. At Gwyddfor residential home on Anglesey, Glyn Williams has set up a decontamination zone, drawing on his 25 years in the RAF. So far, it is working, but they've had to do it all themselves. Glyn says, like the rest of the UK, the testing of care home staff in Wales is a big issue.
Oh, we're absolutely being left to fend for ourselves. There's mass pressure on the hospitals now to push out, obviously, to make beds. We just will not admit anybody unless they've been tested, and I know the other homeowners here on Anglesey feel the same.
Across the border in England, the plan is to contact 30,000 care providers by the end of the week. So far, only 1,000 care workers have been tested. That's compared to 54,000 NHS staff and their families. The government denies the charge that the UK was poorly prepared and that it has neglected care workers.
I'm sure that in months or years ahead, people will look back and studies will be done as to the decisions that were made and the steps that were taken, and with hindsight, what may or may not have been done differently. And we, like other countries around the world, are constantly learning from each other.
Care providers told us they're not interested in words from Westminster. They want action.
I think we've got to stop sort of over-promising. We've got to stop thinking that this is all going to be done by the end of the week or whatever it might be, and just get moving. I think let's get moving.
At Gwyddfor Care Home, the military protocols are in full force.
I'd probably be far happier in my full MBC suit and S6 respirator at the moment, to be honest, but we're doing our best, you know.
Happy birthday, dear.
And as they celebrate a resident's 102nd birthday, the staff are trying to keep everything inside as normal as possible, while outside it is anything but.
Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip.
Well, Simon joins us now from Westminster. Simon, so the government's still facing criticism then over testing and also about the lack of clarity over when this lockdown is going to end.
That's right, Sean. Growing voices calling for an idea of when or if it's going to come to an end and how the government is going to bring that about, not least because of the financial pain. The worst recession in 100 years is one of the predictions, so jobs, companies on the line. This is what the new Labour leader had to say today.
We need to start having that debate. I don't think there's any problem with having that debate. I actually think it will give the public the trust to keep them going and to do what we're asking of them. And they're doing it in their millions, and thank you to each and every one of them for doing it. But transparency is a great help in this.
So they're trying to balance, and of course it's a political decision this, they're trying to balance public buy-in, public fatigue with the stay-at-home strategy, and that is a balancing act when the politicians eventually will have to decide in 3 weeks, 4 weeks, that the cure, the stay-at-home cure, is worse than the actual virus itself.